Today's show was brought to you by Viking-Industrial.com.
Alright, so to get started with drawing, first thing you're going to need is a piece of paper, and I've grabbed a scrap from my printer. Actually, I've grabbed a whole bunch of them. There's a whole stack of them here, because every person has 10,000 bad drawings in them. So if you want to get started drawing, no matter how talented you are naturally, you're going to need to get those 10,000 bad drawings out of you first. So to do this, grab the cheapest paper you can find from your office or the trash can or, whatever in the shredder bin. It doesn't really matter. And a pencil. This is a number 2 pencil. And the way this works is number 2 is the same as a HB. So if you go to the art store and you're looking for the best pencils you can find, it doesn't matter whether it says an HB or a number 2, they are the same thing. And the higher the number, the softer the lead. So a number 6 pencil would be really soft. You get a darker color for a softer pencil. For a harder one, it's going to go to an H number. And the higher the H number is, the harder the pencil is, the lighter the color. So what you want to do is a number 2 or softer pencil for your drawing. If you get a harder pencil than this, it's going to do a lot of tearing on your paper and the image is not going to look good. It's going to be really faded and gray. Some people like that. I can't imagine why, because you can do all the shading you want to do with a regular pencil. So you can also use a pen or colored pencils, but we'll go into color in another video. This is just to get you started, the basics. That's all you need. Now there are other kinds too. You've got your comic book pads, and you can use these. The way they are is it's a pre-marked off page where you draw your picture in here. So this is your comic book panel. It goes in sideways like this. And we'll work on this later. It's got bleed lines in here, and we'll talk about this in the comic book section. And then you've also just got your regular drawing pad, which looks a lot like this. And this is a 11 by 14 acid-free 50-pound paper, which is pretty thick. It's got a bit of a weight to it. But for getting started, this is a major waste of money. You don't want to do this. You want to do the cheapest paper you can find. In our case, we're going to be using scrap paper from my printer. That's stuff that I printed out that I no longer need. And I've got piles and piles of that. So let's get those 10,000 bad drawings out of our system.